In this video, I will be telling you my top 10 memories. I remember when I used to come home from school, when I was in infancy and stuff, my nan used to be there for me and my brothers. She give us food and drink and stuff because mum and dad were working late hours. They came home around about 7 o'clock-ish, that type of stuff. So my nan had to be there for us to make sure we were sorted out. And those were great times. I was looking forward to coming from school to see my nan. When I was in secondary school, the best lessons I ever had, in my opinion, was the science lessons, because the class that I was in general, we got on like a house on fire. We were all basically mucking around, calling each other over, sending each other death threats and stuff, beating the shit out of each other with objects, chasing each other around the classroom, and we all got chucked out, which was sorry, which was hilarious at the time. Yeah, science is the best. It was the best subject to be taught. This is probably one of a favourite memory to many people. The end of the GCSEs. Well, that's what we call them in the UK. I don't know what they call them in other countries of the world. But when my GCSEs was over, I felt like a huge weight was off my shoulders, and I felt freedom, absolute fucking freedom. The day I finished school properly, well, finished exams, you know what I'm talking about. But I had 2 months, I had about July and August, just to chill out, relax, get used to freedom with the fact that I no longer have to go to school anymore. And I was looking forward to going to college and studying media. College. I was in a media course, first diploma, and it was really good. I really fucking enjoyed it because I learned how to script write. I learned the differences between film scripts and TV scripts. I took part in the filming stuff that we did. I learned how to Photoshop. It was brilliant. Back in 2009, I met my best friends in Cardiff. Matthew Chambers, Hannah Wilson, Edward Miller, Ben Allen, Jonathan Miles. Without you guys, I'd be nothing. I love you guys. Going to my first ever Doctor Who convention. It was in Cardiff. The convention was called Event 1. I met Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, Fraser Hines, Nicholas Courtney, Bernard Cribbins. I also saw Margaret John as well. Yeah, I'm so glad that I met the Brigadier. I was incredibly lucky, that was. Yeah, excellent memories. If you want to, I actually vlogged there. If you browse through my videos, you go to the Event 1 video. I think it's called Event 1. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go with my family and friends of the family to Llangollen because the Doctor Who experience was there. This was during around the late 90s, 2000, 2001, sometime around that area, around those time periods. And the first time I went, going to the monster section, that area scared the shit out of me, especially one of the main things within that section. Of course, as you went to that area, press the button, I don't know, monster's eyes would glow or something like that. But when it came to this Gungan Warrior, if you know what the Gungan Warriors are, watch Warriors Gate. But yeah, when it came to Gungan Warrior, you press the button, and we were expecting something to glow or whatever. Sorry, dry throat. But yeah, we were expecting something to glow, but instead, this Gungan Warrior came to life, raised his axe and smashed its way through the fucking plastic, to the casing, as it were. We all fucking jumped a mile when we saw that for the first time. It was brilliant. What I loved about it also was the console room. You know, flick switches, press buttons. It was absolutely amazing. I mentioned this before in my last vid, but one of my favourite memories is going to Robot Wars in Cardiff. One of the things, well, I loved all of it. I remember one of the things that happened was Sergeant Bash came into the arena. They started playing the Match of the Day theme, and everybody was clapping along to the tune. Lots of things that happened. There was Panic Attack versus Evil Weevil. There was Chaos 2 flipping barrels in the air. To kill a lot against this little thing called Teddy Bot, which he completely destroyed. And what made me jump a mile during that match was, for some reason, Kill-A-Lot decided to go to the arena side wall and yank out all these electric cables, which caused this massive explosion. Well, not massive, but it caused this explosion, and it just made me jump a mile, you know. Going to the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff. I went with Hannah back in November last year, and I'd never been to the experience before. That was the first time I went, and it was absolutely amazing. Of course, when I went there, the entire place had been redecorated, and my brother John was working there, and he was part of the tour guide at the time, and of the experience tour guide thingy. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he was giving us the tour. And John, you were fantastic in that. And I loved the tour. It was absolutely brilliant. And I loved exploring the museum afterwards. There was the Hartnell console room, there was the Doctor's outfits, the TARDISes, the Daleks. I fucking loved it. You know, I might go back there one day. This is my favourite memory. Meeting Tom Baker in 2012. It was a Big Finish convention. I went there dressed as Tom Baker. Well, Tom Baker-ish, because I got my own Tom Baker style scarf and stuff. And when I sat down with Tom for a photo taker, it was a sort of fangasm, as it were. I was like, oh my god, I'm meeting Tom Baker at last! You know, and just as we were about to have a photo taken, he looked at me and said, I like the scarf. And I was like, yes! Rock on! Fucking rock on! Oh, it was amazing. When I talked to him afterwards, more importantly, I got him to sign Android Invasion for me, the DVD cover. And that felt special to me because the Android Invasion was the very first Doctor Who video my family bought, and I thought it was right that I got the Android Invasion signed. I was talking to Tom afterwards, and he gave me some fantastic advice. He gave me, well, he didn't mean to, he just sort of said it as we were talking, and I took that as advice. You know, and it's helped me with my life. It was wonderful to meet Tom, and all I want, if I had the ability, well, if I could, I want to meet him again. Yeah, I would love to meet Tom Baker again. That's one of my wishes. What are your top 10 memories? Why are they your favourite memories?